Hi everyone, this is Miss Elise from the Addison Public Library, and today we are going to read a story about honeybees. And we are going to learn about why honeybees are so important. And the reason why we're reading this story this month is because the third Saturday in August is Honeybee Awareness Day. And this book is called These Bees Count by Addison. Mr. Tate's class loves taking field trips. Today, their bus went to a farm. Farmer Ellen led the class through a big field. There weren't any cows, horses, or sheep. There were only bees and tall flowers. Amy picked a flower and twirled it. Ellie looked around. Is this a flower farm? Farmer Ellen smiled. No, but we grow lots of wildflowers. They walked through a grove of blossoming apple trees. Is this a tree farm? Natalie asked. Trees grow here too, Farmer Ellen said, but at the Busy Bee Farm, we farm bees and honey. Honey tastes good, said Jake. Ellie held on to Mr. Tate. Bees sting. Only when they're afraid or angry, said Farmer Ellen, and beekeepers always dress for safety before visiting the hives. Do you know what hives are? Bees live in hives. Farmer Ellen took everyone to a small shed. Mr. Tate helped give out beekeeper gear. The children pulled white jumpsuits over their clothes. Shin smoothed the net over her face. Here comes the bride. We look like astronauts, said Jake. I feel safe in here, said Ellie. Farmer Ellen showed the class a field full of tall boxes. Welcome to the bee yard. These are bee houses or apiaries. Honeybees live here in hives. Most fly out each day to work. Bees work? Jake asked. Yes, they collect pollen, which is tiny powder-like grains and flowers for their food. This powder is carried on their legs to crops, flowers, plants, and trees and helps them grow. Sharing pollen this way is called pollination. Sharing's good, said Shin. Farmer Ellen pushed a can with a long spout into a hole in the back of one bee house. This smoker will help us see the bees. She squeezed the handle and wisps of smoke puffed out. Hundreds of bees followed the smoke trail and flew into the air. Farmer Ellen said, now watch them work and hear what they say. Bees don't talk, Amy said. They do, Farmer Ellen said. Listen to their buzz. Everyone watched and listened. This is what they heard. One by one, we zip up high, buzzing through the bright blue sky. We fly over 2 wavy dandelions, inviting us to visit. We find 3 wild strawberries bursting with sweetness. 4 apple blossoms tickle us with soft petals. 5 poppies stretch tall, greeting us like best friends. We stop for a drink where 6 farmhands water a crop of raspberries. Bees sure get thirsty, Jake said. Shh, said Amy. They're still buzzing. We see 7 clovers dance in the sunlight. 8 flowering cherry trees shimmer pink and white. In the garden, 9 shiny pea pods flutter in the breeze. Before we fly home, 10 tulips stand and nod, thankful for our pollen. Buzzing, flying, working, we do more than you may know. Each of us is nature's farmer, helping food and flowers grow. So why are bees so important? Well, they use the pollen that they spread around, and it helps food and flowers grow. What did you hear? Asked Farmer Ellen. Bees count, Shin said. Why else are bees important? Mr. Tate asked. They make honey, Natalie said. Yes, said Farmer Ellen. Bees drink nectar, a sweet liquid from plants, and carry it back to their hives. Why? asked Natalie. Juice inside a bee's stomach changes the nectar into honey, said Farmer Allen. Bees spit the honey into a honeycomb made from beeswax. Then worker bees dry the new honey by flapping their wings faster than we can blink. Jake and Natalie tried flapping their arms as fast as bee wings. Can you try to flap, 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 flap? Amy knelt to watch a bee on a clover blossom. Bees sure are busy. Yes, said Farmer Allen, and without bee pollen, crops wouldn't grow, and we wouldn't have food to eat. Can you believe that? If bees didn't pollinate the plants, we wouldn't have food to eat. Ellie said, bees are nicer than I thought. Farmer Allen smiled. It's time to check the hives. Everyone helped slide wooden frames from the bee houses. They found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 golden honeycombs. Farmer Allen said, to get honey from honeycombs, we'll use an extractor. This machine spins honey out, which then flows into jars. We put a cap on tight and label the jar, all ready to take home. Before the class boarded the bus to leave, Farmer Allen pulled jars from a crate. Would you like a gift from the bees? Sweet, said Jake. Thanks for honeybees, shouted Natalie, and for helping plants grow, said Shin. A bee whisked past Amy's ear. She waved at it. Buzz to you too. And that is the end of our story. The reason why honeybees are so important is because they pollinate a large variety of fruits, nuts, vegetables, for example, apples, broccoli, almonds. They even pollinate cotton plants. And you know what cotton is used for? It's used to make fabric. So the sweater I'm wearing is made out of cotton, and you probably have clothes at home that are made out of cotton too. Bees are also in danger. In recent years, honeybees around the world have been affected by colony collapse disorder, or CCD. And humans aren't sure why this is happening, but there is research being done. And colony collapse disorder means that bees are dying. And if bees aren't alive, that means they're not pollinating plants, and that means we won't have food to eat. So make sure to tell your family and your friends about why honeybees are so very important. Thank you for joining me for story time today. I'll see you at the library soon. Bye.